Guys, Deluded Guna, YouTube's N'Golo Kante. I'm back again. You guys watch me because you know I'm invincible when it comes to this YouTube stuff, kind of like the '04 lot. So yeah, let's crack on. Now, whether you believed Arsenal could do it, like some people, you're positive. Whether you were very pessimistic, like myself, either way, Arsenal did it. Fantastic job. Best game along with Chelsea. The draw against Chelsea, the best games we played this season. Taking 4 points off London clubs. Yeah, it was a fantastic win. We were written off by, like I've already said, people like myself that were very pessimistic, by footballing fans general basis. You saw the build up. Now we saw these journalists all smug. I might have been pessimistic, but if you ask me a Spurs and Arsenal top combined 11, I'm gonna have a few comments about a couple of Arsenal players. But these guys were being smug, saying it's in the combined 11, saying it's all Spurs players and all of these sort of things. And it just feels like the media folk and the journalists in particular can't take that Arsenal won. Like, they can't take it. Their egos are that hurt. These geniuses, these elite folk that sit on some island and just think they can talk and not have it critiqued, despite the fact that they critique managers and tell them they're stealing and tell them that they're frauds. Say players like Ozil don't care, they're stealing a living, they weren't worth their money. Make it very personal, forgetting that these people, this is their profession, calling them lazy. And I'm not saying you can't say these things. Lukaku saying he's not intelligent and all of these things, saying Pep is a fraud and anyone can do it with money. But the minute someone comes at you guys, you want to cry. And it seems like you can't take the fact that because Arsenal won, you need to spin it and spin the focus and take it away from the fact that you're media darling. No disrespect to Spurs fans, but they are media darling. Spurs lost. And because you're trying to save your face, you're trying to deflect. For those who don't know what I'm getting at, in relation to Arsenal, I think there was in particular, there was a journalist, Adam Crafton or something like that. He made he was being cheeky with his combined 11. He just put Spurs players. Now, if Spurs won, he would have been smug, like I told you so, and he would have been right to go do that. But they lost. So Arsenal replied with a tweet to one of his to his article. They replied with a tweet of Ozil sipping tea. Now, that was just great banter. It's nice to see a club react. Hopefully more clubs do these sort of things with these journalists, because they think they know everything, despite the fact that they went to Eton. They probably never played football in their life, and just because they can write and their punctuation's on point, they talk nonsense. So yeah, he did that. And it was a bit of banter, and a couple of Arsenal fans jumped on the bandwagon, giving him some light-handed or light-hearted, whatever it is, banter. Little just light tones, just calling him an idiot, saying stuff like, you don't know what you're doing, that sort of stuff. Now, of course, with these sort of things, in all sorts of aspects, the players get it, managers get it, everybody gets it. I get it on my little YouTube thing. You get the trolls, the people that make it, that, don't get me wrong, I get the banter, that's cool, man, give it back and they take it. We get the personal abuse. He got the personal abuse. He got anti-Semitic comments. He got comments about his family, threats towards him and his family. I don't condone none of that, and you guys know I don't. That's all nonsense. That's all silly. And that has no place. And with the security that these 12-year-old virgins, as I coined the phrase, get from online, needs to be stopped, man, because I'm a big fan of, if you ain't going to say it in someone's face, you shouldn't be saying it online. We know online gives them protection. But these journalists are trying to blame Arsenal. You were talking nonsense. Like I said earlier, if you lot won, if Spurs won, you would be smug, like I told you so. None of these Arsenal players are good enough. So you take it. You have no right, these journalists have no right to put a piece of work or piece of information out there, not expect to be critiqued. The players are in a domain to get critiqued. They play well. Not that you'll ever say Arsenal players played well, Daily Mail and these things. But when they play well, they get the praise. They play crap, they get it. It's personal. They take it personal. That's their job. Managers, the same. Me, myself, with this little YouTube thing's the same. You guys praise me if I make comments that you agree with. And if I say some questionable stuff, quite rightly, even though if I don't think it's questionable, it's not questionable, no one can tell me nothing. But if you think it's questionable, you'll pull me up or you'll throw banter back. That's what you get. So why should the journalist be anything? Why should you be above the law? If players, managers that have way more experience, way more playing experience than you can get it, why should you? Just because you went to uni and got a little pretty degree and you sit on an elitist sort of folk, why can't you be critiqued? A lot of the articles that the Daily Mail, etc., bring out are very damning and vindictive and just downright personal and unneeded. But because you get a picture of Ozil sipping tea, you want to cry. Again, Arsenal cannot be blamed in any way, shape or form for the trolls. Like, you can't blame trolls. Yeah, you can say Arsenal's got a big following and people will jump on it, but you should know from the minute you put out that article, with the context that you might lose, Spurs might lose, and the context that people might just jump on your thing anyways. How do you know Spurs fans weren't getting at you like you're chatting crap? Because I've spoken to a Spurs fan who saw the article. He said there's no way it's a full Spurs 11. So you put your nonsense out there. You didn't critique yourself. You didn't check yourself. So now you're getting checked. Again, the personal comments, no place. But the others, you deserve it. And I hope it continues. I hope more journalists get picked up on the nonsense they write, whether it's Henry, whatever his name is, and all these guys, and people on Talksport. I know they're not journalists, but all of these people get critiqued, so they can fall in line and actually think about what they're saying rather than just spouting crap constantly out of their mouths. Do you deserve it? We heard, and again, nothing against Spurs, they deserve their praise, but you heard all these sound bites of Spurs are the greatest, the best side ever, power shift, all of these things, all of just the downright ignorance to not even consider Arsenal players to get into the combined 11. That's what got me more than anything else. These sort of things, you deserve it. You're allowed these opinions. There's nothing wrong if you think there's a power shift and you think Spurs have been the greatest side and the greatest side, and all these positive soundbites Spurs get. There's nothing wrong with that. But what you cannot and you shouldn't do is try and tell people they can't react to your nonsense or call you out on your nonsense. Who do you think you are? And all these other journalists bandwagon and forming an alliance saying, oh, it's a young journalist. Even more so, don't be an idiot. If you know you're young, if you think, not that being young has I don't think it's valid. But if you know you're young and you're at risk of getting something, use your brain. Use the awareness. The same things the same brain you use to deeply analyze what's been going wrong with Arsenal from 06 to whatever, down to the tea man who can't put sugar in the tea properly. You can find all of these things out, but you can't use some self-analysis and analyze yourself. You deserve it. Long may it continue. Long may it continue. Again, not the personal comments, the getting at religion, color, race, all of that. That needs to be stopped. And on a general basis, that anonymous stuff online, I don't think it's going to stop, and it's very concerning, man, the amount of gangsters with that sort of stuff. But you deserve it. You deserve it, because I'm pretty sure highly you journalists never played football. Don't even know. You probably don't even know that football is round. Like, you deserve all of this, man. You deserve it all. Long may it continue. And they're just trying to, because you can't accept the fact that Arsenal won, and that's not the headline you want. You're trying to spin it into somehow Arsenal are disrespectful or some crap like that. Shut the hell up, man. Anyways. Guys, DG, I'm signing out. There's nothing more to be said on that front. I'm out.